Welcome to the news show, everyone. Here are today's top stories. Residents of the city are in for a treat with the opening of a new shop dedicated entirely to pork chops. The shop is aptly named the Pork Chop Shop, and it is sure to bring a chopping good time to people of all ages. With a variety of cuts and seasoning options, the shop offers something for everyone. The owner is excited to be a part of the community and hopes to become a mainstay in the city. So, why wait? Head on over to the Pork Chop Shop and get your chop on. Reverend Christopher Green, of the Vineyard Church of New Haven, Connecticut, had an incredible experience this past Sunday. During a sermon he was delivering, the heavens opened and time stood still, for Reverend Green, anyway. He found himself suddenly able to ascertain the secrets of time. He realized that he had to use his newfound power for good, and so he quickly devised a plan. He saw that the neighboring town, a rival of New Haven, was about to be destroyed by a tornado. He stopped time, ran to the town, and changed the course of the tornado. When time resumed, the town had been saved from destruction and, strangely enough, Reverend Green had completely disappeared. Despite the mysterious circumstances, the townspeople of the rival town were filled with gratitude and awe. Some say that Reverend Green is still running around time, saving innocent people from disaster. However, no one knows for sure if he ever made it back to New Haven. Perhaps his travels in time will remain a secret forever.
Scientists have determined the cause of the rash of giant llama attacks that plagued the small town of Primavera over the last month. While the nature of the attacks remained largely a mystery, prompting locals to believe the sudden emergence of gigantic llamas was a result of some kind of supernatural force, researchers have now revealed the true source of the chaos. It seems the llamas were the result of a secret experiment conducted by a mad scientist whose laboratory was located in a nearby cave. To the surprise of the scientists, the experiment went awry and the massive llamas made their way into the city, wreaking havoc wherever they went. Thankfully, authorities were able to locate the mad scientist and return the llamas to his laboratory, thus calming the nerves of the citizens of Primavera. George Malvoy was walking out of the beach when he saw a school of sharks rapidly approaching the shore. Instinctively, he took off running and quickly mustered up a plan in his head. He ran back to the city and quickly grabbed his fishing rod and a shovel. He raced back to the beach and, with the help of the shovel, he collected a large batch of worms for bait. Once he had finished, he unrolled his fishing rod and began casting. To his surprise, every single time he cast the line in the water a shark would bite. Amidst the frenzy, he managed to catch each and every one of the sharks. Incredibly, George single-handedly defeated the entire shark population in record-breaking time. Unfortunately, his heroic deed was not met with a warm reception from local authorities who arrested him for fishing without a license. When asked for comment on the matter, George merely chuckled, "It was worth it." Now let's go to our field reporter to see what's going on around town.
Jeb, what can you tell us about this unbelievable story?
Well, I was one of the witnesses to the incredible event. This man had just returned home from a vacation with his twin brother, and when he got home, he found his wife married to a man who looked identical to him.
That sounds incredible. Then what happened?
Well, the man was completely shocked and confused. He didn't know what to do, so he just stood there in disbelief. Everyone else in the room was also shocked and couldn't believe their eyes. The scene was really surreal.
How did the wife and her new husband react?
They were both very surprised. They had been married for a few weeks but had no idea that there was another person who looked exactly like her husband. They were both baffled at the situation and were trying to figure out what to do.
What an incredible story. Thank you for sharing it with us. You heard it here first. Now back to the studio.
Longtime video game enthusiast Emily Henry has finally released the remake of her classic 90s game, The Light Years, today. Originally released in 1992, The game was extremely popular and gained a cult-like status among gamers of the time. Henry has taken the original game and completely revamped it, upgrading the graphics and adding in new levels and characters. Players of the game will still find the same classic mechanics and design, but with a modern touch. The game has been described as a retro-style experience with a modern twist and has been getting rave reviews from game critics, who have praised its unique mix of nostalgia and innovation. Emily is hoping that the remake will help introduce a whole new audience to the game and inspire a new generation of video game players. The gaming industry is abuzz with the recent news of the upcoming launch of a new video game. Developed by the fictional game studio Venom Games, the new title will feature a cutting-edge gaming engine that pushes the boundaries of today's technology. The game's engine, known as the Unity engine, is said to be capable of offering players an immersive gaming experience like they've never seen before. We wanted to develop a game engine that would really get players to engage with the game in a way they haven't before, said Sofia Navarro, CEO of Venom Games. We think the Unity engine really delivers on that goal. We can't wait to see the amazing things players will create with the engine. The game's launch is scheduled for the end of the summer, and fans are already eagerly anticipating the release so that they can experience the new engine for themselves.
In a remarkable turn of events, a local unemployed plumber was recently hired for a new job thanks to the surprise appearance of Sylvester Stallone's face. The applicant, Jake Portroy, had been struggling to find gainful employment due to an impressive gap in his resume. After weeks of searching and fruitless interviews, Mr. Portroy was feeling increasingly desperate. Then, in an incredible stroke of luck, a large caricature of Sylvester Stallone's face appeared over the interviewer's desk in the middle of the conversation. Stunned, the interviewer exclaimed, "I'm a huge fan. You're hired." The face, which seemed to be projected from some unknown source, quickly vanished, leaving the interviewer and Portroy in a state of awe. Mr. Portroy was offered a new job on the spot and happily accepted. When asked about the bizarre incident, Mr. Portroy could only reply, "I guess it pays to have some star power on your side."
Local entrepreneur Stephanie Jones was recognized for her outstanding contributions to the community on Tuesday. Jones, who started a program that provides support and resources to homeless families, was awarded the Nonprofit Excellence Award by the City Council. "I'm just so humbled and honored to receive this award," Jones said. "This project has been a labor of love for me, and it's been incredibly rewarding to see how much it has made a difference in people's lives." Jonas' program started with a small grant from the city and has since grown to provide jobs and housing to more than 250 homeless individuals and families in the area. "Stephanie is an inspiration to us all," said Mayor John Smith. "Her selfless dedication to helping those in need is an example we should all strive to follow." Jones has plans to expand the program in the future and hopes to make an even bigger impact on her community. Young Ella has always loved being creative and working with her hands. When it came time to figure out what she wanted to do with her life, she followed her heart and decided to take a leap of faith and pursue her dreams. Ella opened her own handmade jewelry business and soon earned a strong following. With dedication and hard work, she quickly expanded her business and it has grown into a successful company. Ella is now an inspiration to many, proving that if you believe in yourself and take risks, dreams can come true. Now let's go to our field reporter to see what's going on around town.
We're here with Jeb, who witnessed the success of Walter White. Jeb, tell us what you saw.
Well, I saw Walter White create and execute a recipe for success that was nothing short of remarkable. He had a clear and concise plan, and he followed it to the letter. He was very resourceful, utilizing the resources around him, and he had a laser-like focus to make sure he achieved his goals.
That's amazing. How long did it take him to achieve success?
It only took him a few months to go from concept to success. He really showed a tremendous amount of dedication and hard work to get to where he is today.
You heard it here first. Now back to the studio.
Video game fans around the world were delighted this morning by the surprise announcement from popular video game company Super Happy Fun Game Corp that they would be releasing a brand new video game, set to launch in the next month. The game, entitled Super Happy Fun Adventures, will be an open-world RPG where players get to explore a massive digital world, fight monsters, and go on exciting adventures. The game has had fans waiting eagerly for more information since its initial announcement back in June, and today's news is sure to be met with cheers all around. The company, which has created some of the most beloved video games in the industry, described Super Happy Fun Adventures as an unprecedented experience that will revolutionize the way we play video games. No further details of the game have been released yet, but the anticipation is sure to build even further as the impending release date draws closer. For gamers, it's a dream come true.
We've come to the end of today's top stories. Join us next time, when we'll be reporting from outer space, with the help of our alien friend, Bob.